When you're preparing eggplant, there are a few things you want to remember. There's optional peeling. It depends on what kind of preparation you're doing. So, one school of thought says peel the eggplant. The other school of thought, which is a little bit more rustic, is to leave the skin on because it has a nice color. Now, the old school says that we would salt eggplant to remove the bitterness, but these days, considering the eggplant is a nice small growth eggplant and not those giant eggplants that Grandma used to grow in her garden, it's not necessarily absolute that you salt to remove the bitterness. One of the reasons we do salting of eggplant is so that it collapses the cells in the eggplant. Think of it as being a sponge. If you put a sponge in water, it soaks up all the water. If you put eggplant in oil, it'll soak up all the oil. You salt it, it collapses the little chambers and inhibits oil absorption. So that's the main reason that we salt. So here's the peeled eggplant. The other school of thought is skin on, you get a little bit more color. They're both correct. It just depends on what kind of preparation you're using them in. So you want to lay the eggplant out in the pan, sprinkle some salt on them, flip them over, sprinkle a little bit more salt on them, and let them sweat. And you'll be able to tell when they're done because beads of sweat will come up to the surface and it'll literally look like it's sweating. At that point, you can blot it dry. If you think you put a little too much salt on it, you can rinse it off and blot it dry, and then it's ready for preparation.